In this day and age, we are always looking to capture that perfect selfie, whether it's a selfie with friends, with family, or with the loved one. And capturing selfies from risky, high-level places can be exhilarating and good memories to have. But what happens when the selfie goes wrong? And that is what we're going to talk about in this video. We're going to talk about 7 people that have died trying to capture that perfect selfie. So in case you guys didn't know this, India actually leads with the highest number of selfie deaths. Then it's followed by Russia and the United States, whether it's from drowning, falling from heights, or a transport-related death. Now, careful investigation of selfie-related deaths reveal 2 things that might have led to otherwise what have could been prevented deaths. It's no question that everyone likes to take a risk these days, but it's a problem where people try to take a picture or video of themselves doing a certain risk and eventually getting hurt from it. And it's tragic, but it happens. So coming up first is the lady that fell from the 27th floor. In October 2018, a 44-year-old mother of 2 and also a teacher plunged from a balcony on the 27th floor of an apartment, leading to a sudden death. Now, the mother spent several minutes taking selfies before sitting on the balcony's railing for a final selfie. The last selfie proved fatal as she lost her balance and fell to her death. She had been warned by construction workers from the opposite block to be careful. However, she didn't pay attention to their concerns. The horrible death was filmed by nearby construction workers, which showed the woman falling from the 27th floor while holding a selfie stick. Now, next was a 32-year-old woman that slammed into an oncoming recycling truck on a North Carolina highway, a minute after updating her Facebook status. The woman was driving a Toyota Corolla. She crossed the road's median and hit the oncoming truck, which deviated from the road. Her car caught fire after veering off the road, landing into a ditch near some trees. The car was being driven at 45 miles per hour when it slammed into the truck. Investigators discovered that she died seconds after posting on her Facebook status wall. She posted the happy song "Makes Me Happy," and that was in reference to the song "Happy" by Pharrell Williams. They also discovered that she had taken a selfie and posted it on Facebook along with that message while she was driving. Next up was a Romanian teen that bursted into flames while trying to take a selfie. An 18-year-old girl caught fire while her 17-year-old friend was thrown off the roof of a stationary train as they lay on top of the cabin trying to take some selfies. They got onto the roof of the train and laid on it. While laying on the roof, she lifted one of her legs to try to pose for the picture, but her leg actually touched an electrical field that surrounded the overhead cables. She bursted into flames when 27,000 volts of charge was discharged to her body. Powerful charge threw her friend off the roof of the train. The people who witnessed the horrific event rushed to the top of the carriage to put off the fire from her burning clothes. After getting rid of the fire, he called 911. Both girls were airlifted to a hospital. She died shortly because half of her body was covered in burns. Next up is the man in India that got mauled to death by a bear. Now, a man was killed by a bear when he tried to take a selfie alongside it. He had stopped the truck he was driving to relieve himself in the forest. The man saw an injured bear and thought, why not take a selfie alongside the beast? He went next to the bear for a selfie. Instead of getting a good selfie shot, the animal attacked him. He had been warned not to approach the creature, but he ignored the locals' concerns. One of the locals actually had a video taken that shows the man struggling to free himself from the animal's grip. A man and a stray dog could be seen trying to scare off the bear, but sadly it was too late and the man died on the spot. Next up is death by live grenade. Now, some deaths can be avoided if people restrain from snapping selfies of their daring acts in horrible situations. This is what happened to 2 Russian soldiers who posed for a selfie while holding a live grenade. As dangerous as it is to be that close to a live grenade, for these 2, they did not mind the danger they were putting themselves in. Unfortunately, as they didn't expect it, the grenade exploded. Both soldiers were killed by its impact. Their selfie survived to narrate the tragic deaths. Next up is 3 teenagers that were hit by a train and died immediately after attending a wedding. So the teenagers approached a railway track to take some selfies. They heard the sound of a train approaching, forcing them to jump onto a second track. But they were unaware that another train was approaching on the second track that they have jumped to. Sadly, all 3 teenagers were killed as they were hit by the second train. Next up is an airstrip incident. Now, 2 female teenagers died immediately when they were hit by one of the wings of a light aircraft that was landing on an airstrip. Standing in the back of a van, the girls were videoing themselves, unaware that a plane was landing as they were in a noisy environment. The girls had been warned by some people to get off the van as it was dangerous, but they didn't take it serious note of it. Sadly, they were hit by the plane and they died on the scene. Now you guys can see how dangerous taking a selfie could be if you try to be risky and try to go climb that tall building to get that perfect selfie, or try to do something daring just to impress your social media followers. It is not worth your life. It is not worth the damage that it will do to your loved ones. So please, when you are going out on vacation or doing something fun and you want to capture the moment, please try to be safe, because you don't want to end up like any of these people, because there's a lot more stories that I did not tell you that actually happened, that people that died taking selfies. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit that thumbs up, make sure you guys subscribe so you can keep up to date with more crime news, documentaries, and a lot of that good stuff. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.